Iron Talk is brought to you by Case IH.
The world of farming is changing. From the power and versatility of Steiger and Magnum tractors to the legendary reliability of axial flow combines, Case IH can help you be ready. To learn more, visit caseih.com/be ready.
Planting depth is very critical in your field, so as you're looking at them this spring, what should you be looking for to see where you're going to have some issues with uneven planting depth? We'll explain one of those things in today's Iron Talk. One of the things that we noticed in some of our fields this spring is that we weren't pushing that residue out far enough to clear the gauge wheels. And because of that, you end up with a corn stalk when you're planting your soybean fields that may be right where those gauge wheels are, and as that gauge wheel jumps up and over the corn stalk, your seeding depth comes up as well. So instead of getting that 1 to 1.5 inch depth that we're looking for, maybe we only get a 1/2 inch depth. Now that seed is probably going to pop out of the ground a little bit quicker than the others, and you see it through the field. You see some beans, and this field is just emerging right now. We've got some that are at the unifoliate stage already, where they have 2 unifoliate leaves and they have the 2 cotyledons. And we have other plants that are just popping those cotyledons actually through the ground today, and some others that haven't even come out of the ground yet. Now when we have uneven emergence in our field, those plants are going to compete against each other for water and nutrients. If they're all the same size, the same height, they're going to compete evenly. But if you've got one that's a leaf stage or 2 leaf stages ahead of another, you end up with issues where one plant really produces yield and another does not. So this is something to watch for in your fields, and now is the time to do it. You won't notice this as much later on in the season as these corn stalks and other residue begin to break down. So take a look at it early in the season, see if you've got some issues, and if you do, make some changes on your residue managers on your planter for next year, or change your tillage practices. That's all for today's Iron Talk, and now back to the show.